Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new Mythbust video of ours, where today we are going to be looking into a very popular and common topic, which is all about that magical anabolic window right after your workout. So today we're going to be diving much deeper and looking into how this myth came into existence and whether at all this has any significance to your muscle gaining journey. So without further delay, let's dive down straight into the nuances of the topic. Okay guys, so before I dive down into the scientific aspect of this video, I'm going to share a personal experience of mine whereby I started believing in this entire theory and how it affected my life. So back in 2014 or 15, when I just started out lifting, some senior bodybuilder came and told me that this 30-minute to 1 hour period right after your workout is the most important period of your lifting career. This is the time where if you don't consume protein, your workout goes to waste. And being the young impressionable kid that I was, I fell into this very badly. So much so that I used to get my protein shake ready at 4:30 in the morning, take it in my bag, go to college, spend the entire day in college carrying my protein shake, only to come to the gym, finish the workout and just rush in to have my protein shake with no time to spare after the workout. So I was this committed to having my protein right after my workout, thinking that this is the key to building muscle. And to be honest, as per correlation and how things work at random, I did see results, but were those results actually because of me taking protein right then and there, or was it because of something else totally? So back then, neither did I have so much knowledge, neither did I look deeper into this. So I was very much convinced that this was working for me. And so I suggested tens and hundreds of others regarding the same. But now coming to 2020, there is a very huge body of literature which kind of points out the actual facts and which, if you look carefully, states otherwise. So today we are going to be establishing whether you at all need to be crazily worried about that anabolic window and whether you absolutely have to rush for your protein right after your workout. So let's get to the more scientific aspect of this video. Let us first look into the papers and all the researches which are speaking for this anabolic window, and let us understand that why this got blew out of proportion and whether the anabolic window theory is true at all. So right from as back as 2002, there was a peer-reviewed scientific literature which hypothesized that the timing of nutrients, specifically protein, had a huge role to play in the anabolic state of the subjects. Another study done in 2014 also shown similar results, which cited at least 134 different studies. So these were not just flawed, or these were not just basic low quality scientific papers. These were quite strong body of evidences which are highlighting the importance of anabolic window. So now the question comes that what really went wrong, that in spite of having such a huge body of evidences speaking for it, why the anabolic window theory is very strongly criticized by many and very strongly followed by a lot. So where do you as an individual stand, and how much should you be worried about it, if at all? So now let's look at things a bit more critically. So you guys might be thinking that this myth might just be true. Well, you have to hold on to your horses, because in spite of having such a strong body of evidence, wherein in this peer-reviewed journal there was at least 134 studies that have been cited, there was still something that gave away. So what really happened is that the same year this study was published, so another study done by Brad Schofield, Allen and James Krieger showed the effect of protein timing on muscle strength and hypertrophy in form of a meta-analysis. So this meta-analysis had a very high inclusion rate, wherein they cited only 20 studies which reformed to very stringent norms. So after sub-analysis and crunching through the entire data set, it was actually found out that the resulted hypertrophy that the subjects experienced might be due to the total amount of protein intake that they were having as compared to the protein timing. So this really opened the eyes of many and disregarded protein timing as the end-all be-all important factor of muscle protein synthesis. So what is the main takeaway that we can get to? So as per my personal experience, as well as a lot of different studies of recent times, do show a very significant relation of protein intake to muscle protein synthesis, which is true, but that is where this entire thing should be restricted to. If you are consuming good enough protein throughout the span of the day, throughout the span of the week, throughout the span of the month, you're in a proper diet which enhances your muscle protein synthesis just because you're consuming decent amount of protein, you do not need to be losing your mind about the timing of the protein. So that is where the entire concept lies. So the biggest takeaway that we can derive taking into all the points is that anabolic window should not be treated as just a small amount of opportunity which happens at a specific time wherein you have to act, and if you don't, you lose all your workout. It's not like that. The body does not work like that. You have quite an amount of time you can work with. After looking at a lot of different papers, what I usually suggest is a window of around 3 to 4 hours or up to 5 hours wherein you can intake your protein, be it pre or be it post. So what I'm trying to say here is, if you're already ingesting a pre-workout meal before you start your workout, you do not need to be worrying about the post-workout protein intake, as the body is already utilizing those amino acids that are already there in your body. However, if you're someone who usually trains fasted, then I would recommend getting in that protein as soon as you can. The main takeaway from this should be that you should not be losing your mind like I did about the timing of your protein. Rather, what you should be focusing on is getting in the total amount of protein throughout the day. That is going to be benefiting you in a much more better way, and also giving you that peace of mind if and when you forget to take your post-workout protein. I really hope that this information provided you some valuable feedback as to what you can do in your own fitness journey. So if this video helped you in some sort of way, don't forget to share it with your friends, and also give us a thumbs up if you like this sort of content, and do let us know in the comment section about what are your take on your protein anabolic window. Having said that, guys, this is your coach Promit Shom signing off for the week. See you all again next week with another cool video.